being coded.
Hey, what? Whoa. Hold on. Hey, guys. This is what happens with live.
Wait, get off of that, though. Show us. Thank you, Carlo. Good job.
My name is Carlo.
Great. I'm Jasmine. Hey.
And I'm Nick, the one who doesn't screw things up.
Anyways, welcome to another episode of us reviewing Westworld Live. This new world is apparently located in India, or it's India land.
We don't know what it's called, but it's based on like
Southeast
India,
Asia.
Southeast Asia. They can hunt the Bengal tigers. Mm-hmm. There's that Indian flair.
There's also a good background song. What was it? What did they use?
Oh, Seven Nation Army. I like it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was very subtle in the background.
Very subtle.
I was trying to figure out what song it was. You didn't hear it at first, and then when Jazz watched it, she was just instantly like, I know exactly what that is. I was like, damn it, stupid Jazz.
We spent a good, 5-10 minutes trying to figure out.
We stopped the episode to be like, what is this? I know, and he didn't even hear it.
Yeah, I didn't notice it at first until he pointed it out, and then it was later on we're like, oh shit, I know the song. And yeah, you were the only one that actually named who it was.
Yeah, I actually listened to it the other day, so it's a good song.
Continuing in with the India world, for lack of a better name right now, I enjoyed that this intro just kind of did some work explaining where that Bengal tiger came from.
Yes.
And it jumped right into that scene of... I want to know who this character is and what her place in the story is, but it's nice to see, like, that's where the tiger comes from. She clearly attacked the woman, jumped over the edge. This whole thing gave me a very... Don't cut it off just yet. Gave me a very, like, Jurassic Park feel, where it's, like, the edge of a territory where she's, like, trapped and she's on cement, and there's the animal about to kill her, and the whole, like, the system's, like, you're beyond the borders, and... It just felt very like the T-Rex is about to kill somebody. Like, this is the most like Michael Crichton scene I've seen in Westworld so far. I thought it was very cool to see the return of Sylvester and Felix. I know you were excited to see them.
I know. I was wondering. This show answered a lot of my questions as to where these
That's where
guys
Felix is.
been.
And then, of course, there was the awesome Sylvester with the grenade in his mouth scene.
Yes, with Armistice.
Who has an arm now.
Who has an arm. She's
a robotic
like
arm.
Terminator.
She is re-armisticed.
Okay, so going back to the whole question on who has free will.
Yes.
I think because Maeve's has fear. That shows that I think she has some sort of free will because, or at least some sort of resemblance of actually being alive.
Well, she's showing a great deal of like different ranges of emotions because she's showing fear when she sees that Indian, and she's also showing
compassion,
love for her child and for Hector. And
but I feel like that whole scene with Maeve and Hector and showing Hector's love is kind of like toying with us. Like, is it really love? Because Lee is really pointing out, like, you may think it's love, but you're still using scripted lines. This could still just be a story, and I'll prove it to you. I'm going to say the lines with you. You're not saying anything original. This is all still part of Westworld. Of course, it was for Hector, not Maeve, and she seemed very entertained by the whole idea, but there's still a chance that there is some script that she's following.
Keep going.
I don't know. I was also just going to point out that I've heard a lot of internet amusement over the fact that Lee is still wearing this incredibly stupid costume.
I think he looks freaking hilarious.
I did enjoy in the episode, though, when they're running away, there's a point where he just takes the hat and he throws it away. And it's like, well, at least he got rid of the hat. The hat's gone.
Yes.
So he looks slightly less ridiculous without the little farm boy hat.
Little stable boy.
What happened to his old clothes? Did they just leave his old clothes behind?
Yeah.
He did have, to be fair with him, or I don't know, closer to the end of the episode, he had a chance to run away. Why didn't he run away?
When could he have run away?
During the very end, when they actually introduced Shogun World, or at least what we think of Shogun World, he had a chance when he basically at that point was telling Maves and everyone to get out. Why didn't... He should have just left them. He was already... I don't know. They had no idea where he was.
But he is this idiot in the park. He has no chance. running around by himself, he knows he has no chance. He's kind of stuck with them. Mm-hmm. And especially if there's samurai coming up and other things going on.
He's more protected with them.
He's way more protected. Hector's good with the gun. Maeve has some control over other hosts. Like, he's got to stay with him at this point.
Yeah.
He's stuck.
Technology. For a civilization that advanced, if humanity ever gets that advanced, to have Westworld-style robots, wouldn't you think that they'd have technology, I don't know, to fly over, use drones, use
I agree.
planes, something to, I don't know, wipe out half the hosts in the park that are all acting up?
I agree. I have...
Thank you for following.
Yeah!
But you know what I mean?
I feel like they don't have aerial things because that would have taken away from the park atmosphere for if there was guests there, a helicopter going by or drones going by, but they should have had something in reserve. Something to put down a rebellion, unless they had such hubris where it was like, the hosts are never going to do anything. We're going to be fine.
Yeah, and they're using manpower against hosts, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay,
Guns are still guns. Well, although, wait, I'm going to say my point first. They may have charged in there because apparently the hosts are terrible shots. I have a clip. So here's the whole thing. They come up. She's hiding. She's just like, screw this. I'm out of here. She runs up a hill. They're all shooting at her. There's 3 guys shooting at her. Not quite point blank, but there's 3 of them shooting at her. She climbs onto a horse, so she's basically still as she's climbing. Gets on the horse and rides away. Nothing hits her.
That's true. Not even her horse.
Like, I thought at least they would hit the horse, but they hit nothing.
You're absolutely right.
Like, what's the deal with that? Like, I'm almost suspicious. Like, is there like some subroutine where they're not allowed to shoot at her? Is there some backup plan that she has? Or are they just all terrible shots? So she's like, yeah, let's go to the fort. We're going to be able to wipe them out because they can't hit shit.
They're terrible. You know who's not a bad shot are the women. Just saying. So far, they're better than the guys. I mean, this episode was great because it definitely showed the softer side of her, especially when she saw her father, Peter Abernathy.
During this episode, I honestly thought that maybe he would snap out of it before, like, after he said, like, Dolores. Like, I thought he would actually, like, snap out of the state he was in. But it wasn't until later that we found out that he has this hidden message.
Any theories for next week?
It's hard with this episode because they didn't really leave us much other than...
I know...
as much of the cliffhanger as other episodes.
You mean with them getting attacked in the snow by
I said
Shogun?
as much as other episodes.
I know episode 4 is the one that Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy came out and said that they were the most excited about. I think this is a longer episode, episode 4, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the one that took place entirely in Shogun World. Mm-hmm. But that's all I know. Well, I don't really know anything. All I know is that episode 4 for sure is one they're very excited about. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was the Shogun World episode. It's about time. There's only 10 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting there, and we're seeing all the characters resurface, so I'm really excited. This episode, I was really, really excited because of that fact.
And maybe Elsie is in Shogun World.
Maybe Elsie is
possibly
in Shogun World. I mean, we have to see her. And I think she probably plays, like, a big role in stopping Delos or stopping
And if she's not in Shogun
Armageddon.
World, then I think we see Elsie at the end of the season. She comes out with some major revelation at the very, very end, and that's like the season 2 cliffhanger going into season 3.
I want to see babies already.
Babies.
There has to be a reason why in the very beginning, from the very first episode that we saw of season 2, that they hinted at creation.
You mean like in the opening credits when you see
Yes.
a baby?
Yes.
A host holding a baby? A hostess holding a baby?
Oh, wow. Oh, dear.
Anyways, I'm going to take that as our exit point. Again, if you guys like what you see, thumbs up. If you don't, please don't hit that. But in any case, hit follow, subscribe, and comments for your theories on what you guys are going to see next time. And again, my name is Carlo.
I'm Jasmine.
I'm Nick. We'll be back here next week around the same time, and we'll see you then.
Yeah. All right, cool. See you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good night.
Good night.